and it would be a total latent image thing, totally a George thing to do. Would be like,
Yeah.
hey, let's cast, let's cast Duane Jones in this role as the suave, guy trying to get the attention of, and it would play
Well,
into the
she
whole
already
like
talked about his ass,
interracial
so
thing.
he had something going on there. So
He had a sweet ass.
did.
Yeah,
He
it
could have
worked.
pulled it off.
Yeah.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
When there's no more room in hell.
But actually, bringing up Dwayne, Matt actually sent me something the other day that I thought was pretty interesting, and I know that Paul has just seen it for the first time. I know Will had just watched it for the first time the other day, but Matt, you actually got to visit the Romero archives while you were up in Pittsburgh on Thursday, and you sent me some pretty interesting stuff, and I was like, what does this mean? Tell us about your time at the archives and what you found and how that whole experience was for you, man.
So that was absolutely, and if you've never been to the Romero archives, you have got to go. It is an absolute experience. Like I can't even put it into words. I really can't. I can't articulate how amazing it was to be in the presence of all that information and all those items. It was just mind blowing.
To touch them.
And to be able to touch it.
And handle them.
Right.
It's amazing.
So what you do is you go through the portal, you register, and you request certain items. And when they bring the items to you, they bring them out all in one box. So, like for instance, if I requested a certain script, they bring out the entire box that one script is in. So I had 3 or 4 or 5 different boxes of shit with certain things in each one that I wanted to look at. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, you're good, man.
I can
Okay, I'm sorry. I got you. I thought I was chopping up there for a minute.
No.
So, but what was cool is like, so like I was saying, I would start to pick out the items that I actually wanted to look at. But while I was thumbing through those boxes, I would see all this other shit that I hadn't requested that I was like, oh my God, I've got to look at this too. So I was only there for about 3 or 3.5 hours. And I didn't even fucking skim the surface. I barely got to see everything that I even requested because I would get sidelined. So like I requested a bunch of early stuff, a lot of the night scripts, there was like a basement rewrite, I guess, between the Coopers and the basement. Like I'd requested that. Some other early stuff, some always vanilla stuff. But so then they bring out and I see there's like Jack's Wife. So now I'm looking at the Jack's Wife script and I'm seeing handwritten changes and annotations in pencil that George wrote on these scripts. And I'm like holding them up to the light. That's real pencil mark. Like I'm fucking freaking out. It was incredible. But then I got to the latent image binder, and that was, to me, being a vanilla fan, to me that was incredible. There was a little bit of night stuff in there, but the stuff that I saw for vanilla just fucking blew my mind. I sent you a photo of. I know I've sent pretty much everything that I took photos of and notes of. I sent to John Vulo also. But like there's a calendar with the dates scribbled in pen of certain, like when they filmed the Bold Gold commercial and all that other stuff, like all those different scenes were written on this calendar. So it was incredible to kind of put that and figure out what days all that stuff was filmed. There's like little doodles on it and shit like that. Incredible.
And it was cool because one of the dates, sorry to interrupt, but one of the dates on that calendar was, I have an actual like production still, like a photo from behind the scenes when they were shooting the hospital scene with Judy and her mom. And the fact that the calendar's in there and it shows you what day that was shot on, it was like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. I can actually put a date to this photo, like when this photo was taken. So I thought that was really cool that when you sent me that, I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, incredible stuff. But there was and George too, he would like hand draw and hand write all these different like breakdowns and fucking calendars and stuff like that. And there was a one page, the one that I sent you, it had like a breakdown of everybody's, I guess their cost or whatever, what they were being paid like per week. So you had like Raylene made what, $450 a week, and Judith Ridley made like $450 a week. But then beneath them it said Duane. It didn't say Jones. It didn't say anything. It just said fucking Duane, and was $125 a day. And I'm like, I don't know any other Duane that was working with George or the latent image or any of that stuff at that time. Right. So, I mean, to me, I'm assuming that Duane Jones may have possibly been involved somehow in some way, but maybe not. I don't know. I sent it to John. I think I don't know if he's looking into it or digging or whatever, but that would be pretty cool to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, could you imagine Duane Jones? Like, because what I was thinking with, you had, because on the paper it showed Ray and Judy, 450 or whatever it was, and then the 125 was Duane. The only other character in that film that I can think of that Duane could have played would be the Richard Ritchie character.
Yeah.
And how fucking cool would that have been if Duane Jones was that character, the suave, like, the guy trying to get Judith Ridley's attention, Could you imagine Duane Jones in that role? How fucking cool that would be. And it would be a total latent image thing totally a George thing to do. Would be like, hey, let's cast, let's cast Duane Jones in this role as the suave, guy trying to get the attention of, and it would play into the
she
whole
already talked about his
interracial
ass, so
thing.
he had something going on there. So.
Yeah, sweet ass.
He could have pulled it off. But I could totally
get the angle right,
But I could totally see George
100%.
just saying like, fuck it, if it pisses people off to do this interracial thing, like, fuck them, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, Dwayne's the guy for this. But I've never heard anything about that. I've never heard anybody say like, oh yeah, Dwayne was supposed to play this role originally. But the fact that it's actually written down like that, like, because I don't know any other Dwayne that would be associated with that production or anything like that. So I was blown away by that. I was like, because now my brain is like trying to fill in. Like, I love Richard Ritchie in it. Like, he does a great job in it. But just put Dwayne in that role, and I'm like, that movie goes up a notch. Like, it takes it to a different level,
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about the guy who's like the director or
A producer?
producer
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah.
I think his name was Dorian in the film.
Yeah,
Dorian.
He's the guy he's the guy that's like, I truly believe that one day the whole world's gonna go out like that and blows out the candle or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Dwayne in that role. Like, how fucking cool of a character that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been fucking smooth, dude.